Welcome, Jose Diego Manzanera. Welcome to the Inners.
I saw a gap and I thought that at that time it was a great opportunity for me to be the bridge between the Western and the Middle East. And this is something very important for us. We don't want only that the companies enter the products or services into the region, but also cause a positive impact to the region as well.
That is truly a great purpose.
If they think they will come here and all the super rich people will be throwing the money, they will fail.
Who is your role model?
Without any doubt, my mother. She is my role model. She is the one who taught me to be resilient.
So yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Hello, Inners community. My guest today is a self-made impresario, a master strategist, and an astute entrepreneur who reached inspiring heights while remaining a humble human. True to his values and purpose, trusting the process of discipline and consistency, a super dad and a family man, he enriches the lives of everyone around him and supports their growth. Hailing from Murcia, the pride of Spain, welcome, Jose Diego Manzanera. Welcome to the Inners.
Thank you so much, Ali, for having me and for the kind introduction.
It's our privilege to have you here with us, Jose Diego Manzanera. You are the founder and CEO of Gulf Business Consulting. Could you tell us more about what your firm does?
Yes, with pleasure. Gulf Business Consulting is a company operating in the Middle East for the last 16 years. 60% of our clients are government entities. We work with chamber of commerces, embassies, consulate, trade promotion offices, ministries of foreign affairs for almost 20 countries. And the 40% left are private companies that they want to do business or investment into the Middle East, or Middle Eastern companies or private equity firms or private investors that they want to do business or investment abroad, mainly in Europe, Latin America, US, and Canada. And this is what we are doing for the last 16 years.
That's impressive. What made you start this company?
Well, when I came to the Middle East, I first came to Qatar 16 years ago. And I really was fascinated by the culture, by the opportunities I saw around. And I saw as well that there was a gap to cover, to fill for many European companies or Western companies that they want to do business in this part of the world, and they didn't know how to do it properly or how to find the right partners, the right distributors, or the right importers of their products to introduce them into the market. So I saw a gap and I thought that at that time it was a great opportunity for me to be the bridge between the Western and the Middle East. So I tried to fill out that gap and was very successful helping companies from many countries in Europe and after Latin America and after US and Canada. And many of those companies are now present in this market and they are growing, they are successful. And I'm very proud to say that because it was with a lot of efforts, mistakes, and a lot of things I learned during all those years that took those companies now to be successful in the region.
Congratulations on your achievements. Wow.
Thank you so much. It was not easy, it was hard. But it was worthy.
So, Jose, how do you find the right balance and that recipe to make things happen while dealing with clients from very different backgrounds, companies from Europe and different parts of the world who want to establish their business here while dealing with the embassies, consulates, and local governmental entities, and so on?
Well, that's a good question. There is not a single recipe for everyone. Mm-hmm. You need to try to understand as much as possible the industry they are from. You have to go deeper into the technical information of what they are trying to do in this region. When it's the government side, you need to understand their objectives, the purpose of their trade mission or the market research or any other kind of services we offer, we are going to do for them. This is something that we do our own internal research, and we work together with our clients to understand what they are trying to achieve in the region. So it's not that easy to balance, but especially when you are working with several different cultures and nationalities. But I try to put myself, as I said before, in their shoes. If I'm talking to an American company, I'm American. If I'm working with a Spanish company, I'm Spanish. If I'm working with an Emirati company, I'm Emirati.
That's an excellent approach. That's absolutely an excellent approach. And now, speaking of Emirati and being blessed being here in the United Arab Emirates and in Dubai, where the growth opportunity is infinite and there is no glass ceiling for development, where do you see the key sectors that would be the drivers for growth in the coming near future?
I would say in the coming near future and even in the present.
Okay.
Everything related to the digital transformation that the country is experiencing right now, there are opportunities. Even if it is in fintech or edutech or health tech, but of course, robotics, IoT, artificial intelligence, renewable energy. Soon, the UAE will host COP28. So there's a lot of efforts and to diversify the source of energy and to make it more sustainable, even in a country who is a producer of oil and gas. There's a very wise and very smart strategy from the UAE government trying to diversify the economy based on more sustainable resources and more knowledge. So I think there are opportunities in several fields, but I want to highlight those that they are more related to technology.
And what about food security? It's been a word that we've been hearing a lot recently. What's your take on that?
We're working a lot in food security programs. As probably you know, Gulf Business Consulting started with food companies. The food industry were our main first client.
Okay.
So we are very attached to everything related to food and agriculture. So, and even my family back in Spain has farms. So I grew up surrounded by farms and by trees and the agriculture industry, which is I'm very proud of. And food security is crucial. So with the demographic or the growth of the population, it's very important to have very strict protocols towards the food security to guarantee that there will not be shortages of food for the population globally, with new solutions, with new technology, with technology applicable to farms and to sustainability as well, being part of this growth as well. I think it's quite important to work in that direction. And I think with the investments that the UAE is doing in food security programs, not only in the UAE, and not only also in the region of the Middle East, but also in Latin America, acquiring agricultural lands, farms, to guarantee those food supply from those countries to their own country, the UAE. It's another smart move from the UAE government. So food security is crucial. Food security is something that all of us, we need to be involved and try to bring our best ideas and a strategy to guarantee that there will be not only now, but in the future, food for everyone.
Wow.
And by the way, not only in food security, but also in other sectors. We work in several sectors in our firm. We advise clients from technology, from renewable energy, from healthcare. So we have a very diverse type or typology of clients in terms of industries, in terms of countries and where they come from. We advise them also how to work together and put together a plan that they can grow the economy as well of the country. It can cause an impact and not only come here to establish themselves to get profit, that which is legit, and all of us, we're working for something, but at the same time to try to make a positive impact in the country. And this is something very important for us. We don't want only that the companies comes enter the products or services into the region, but also cause a positive impact to the region as well.
That is truly a great purpose. And to start with, so let's say there's a new company from Spain or wherever else, South America or rest of Europe, who would like to come here and establish their business, whether they have a product or a service. What would be your initial advice and recommendations to them?
First of all, we try to break down all the stereotypes that the most of the companies have. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people and a lot of companies that they have wrong perceptions about what it's the UAE, what is the GCC or the Middle East or the Arab world. They put everything together. In the Arab world, it's not homogeneous. So first of all, we do cross-cultural intelligence with the client. We explain what it's the UAE. It's not only the towers or the fancy restaurants or the luxury cars. It's a very competitive market where you have to compete literally with the world in a country of 10 million people where 200 nationalities live together. So we need to compete. And the competition is going to be hard, it's going to be tough. So we try to adjust their pitch, their message, their products, their services to the local market in a very realistic way and tell them that they have to be disciplined, they have to be flexible, they have to prepare a medium, long-term strategy, not a short-term strategy, because they will get frustrated. If they think they will come here and all the super rich people will be throwing the money, they will fail. And our mission and our work is to be very realistic, very transparent, and reflect the reality of the market to the company to be successful in the medium, long term.
I'm sure many companies do need to embrace that attitude and perspective and have a wake-up call about the reality here. And as you said, tenacity, persistence, and mid and long term is the answer and the right approach to do business here. And I think most importantly, as you know, knowing the culture.
Definitely. Some people, when they come to our office and they say, well, you have a wonderful office, you have a wonderful company, top-notch clients, I always say the same. It only cost me 16 years of my life. So it's not something that will happen suddenly because you have an amazing product or an amazing idea or an amazing service. It's something that you have through the whole process, and to understand as much as you can, as much as possible, the business culture, the local culture, and prepare yourself before coming to the country, coming to here, because it's very different when you come here for tourism and you go for a walk on the Palm, and you come back to your country impressed by what you have seen in this amazing city of Dubai. But other thing is to be here working every single day, fighting every single day, and trying to bring the best of yourself, the best of your company to the market.
Absolutely, absolutely. And do you think it would be enough if a company has a great product or offers an excellent service, and actually there is a demand, there's a gap or a niche for that product or service here? Would that be enough for them to achieve success?
You might have a great product or a great idea or the great service, but this is not enough. There is a lot of people outside with a great ideas and great product, great service. You need to bring something that feel a necessity and real value to the community, to the country, to the people, to the customers, not only because you think it's a great idea or a great product. As I said before, the competition is very tough, but at the same time, in a very super fast country like the UAE, the country is always hungry for new products, new solutions, new services. Try to bring something disruptive, innovative, something different, something that stands out of the crowd. And then will always be an opportunity for you in the UAE.
Okay. You said it cost you 16 years of your life. So if we rewind and go back 16 years in time, what would be the 3 key knowledge or points, had you known them back then, that you'd have probably avoided certain situations or taken different paths?
Definitely something I would say to myself 16 years back is, before coming here, get more knowledge about this market.
Okay.
Get more knowledge about the people. Get more knowledge about what's happening in the country. Get more knowledge about the competition, the necessities, the demand, the supply. Get more knowledge about the culture generally. Forget about the stereotypes, whatever you have seen on the TV. So get knowledge first. Second, what I will do is don't try to do everything. Be selective. My daughter Rebecca once told me that you can do everything, but not everything at the same time. And I was trying to do everything at the same time, so I think it was a great advice for me.
You have a very smart daughter.
Definitely.
Bless her.
Thank you. And also, to try to focus on your strengths and outsource your weaknesses. I think it's very important, because coming back again to try to do everything, you can't. And there are wonderful people, wonderful companies, wonderful communities like this one, where you can find people that can complement your services or your company. So focus on your strength and those that really add value to your clients and to the people and to the country. And the rest, for sure, there are wonderful people, skilled professionals that they can complement and you can outsource.
I have a couple of more questions when it comes to crucial management tricks, especially when you're establishing the business here. What about the financial part and managing cash flow?
That's a very important question. And cash flow management, it's crucial. It's very important, because hard times will come to everyone. So you have to be ready. At the end of the day, we are in an expensive city. All of us, we have expenses and we have to cover. So if you are ready, when the hard times comes, and they will come, you will be in a very position to overcome this and get out of this situation stronger.
Okay.
So cash flow management for any entrepreneur that they want to do business in the UAE, it's crucial.
And how would you do that?
Well, I'm very conservative in that sense. So I live in the same flat, in the same apartment. I drive a normal car. And I try not to be having this lavish, fancy lifestyle. I live the life I like, the life I love, but always grounded, always keeping in mind the bigger picture, keeping in mind that I will need those resources for the purpose and the goal I have in mind and what I want to achieve in this part of the world. It still is this size, what I have. So I'm very ambitious and healthy ambitious in this point.
Okay.
So I will need to be ready. And that's what I'm trying to do, be ready.
This is very, very, very wise and very admirable, because the temptation here, especially to flex and live the lavish lifestyle, as you mentioned, is very tempting.
Yeah.
So
indeed.
to resist that, it takes a lot of strong will. Hats off.
Yeah, thank you.
One other very important thing that we need to know from you, what's your take on it? Networking.
I used to say to my clients that in the Middle East, to do business, something very important is who you know and who knows you.
Mm-hmm.
So networking is the word in capital. So it's very important. As soon as you understand that networking, it's crucial to do business in this part of the world, the better and the faster you will reach your goals.
Is all networking good?
Not.
Okay.
There is so many networking events that it's good. You always meet interesting people.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a nice canapes and good music, have fun,
Okay.
and come back home with empty hand. So I'm saying it's bad? No, it's always good to meet people because you never know what can happen in the future. But try to focus on those networking events with people that share the same mission, the same values, the same goals, or those networking events with people or companies that they can complement each other. They can be your future partners. They can be your future clients. Because something that you will find, especially in Dubai,
Mm-hmm.
and you will always find at any time, any day, it's events.
Okay.
So if you want to be involved in events, you can go every single day to several events. But are all of them worthy to attend and to spend your time, your money, your energy? Not all of them. Mingle with the people. Some people are very shy.
Mm-hmm.
And when they come to those events, they are afraid to bring out in those meetings all the potential that they have. And I'm sure that all those entrepreneurs, from startups to a very solid, consolidated companies, they have something amazing to offer.
Okay.
Go, mingle, talk to people, tell them what you have to do to offer to them.
Okay.
So tell them, express, and engage with them, exchange business cards, and not only for the sake of exchanging business card, but for being outside this networking event another day to have a coffee, to build that kind of relationship with this person. Another recommendation for your listeners is that prepare yourself before coming to the networking event. See who are the people who are attending, who are the companies that are attending, which kind of services they are offering, which kind of products they are selling, and trying to align your strategy or what you have to offer to what their companies have in their portfolio. So then you will be able, if you are prepared, you will be able to bring out topics that they are relevant to them.
And that is the true definition of being lucky or getting lucky, which is preparation meets opportunity. So if you're prepared and you're in the right place at the right time with the right people, then yes, you can hope for a fruitful outcome.
Yes, I couldn't express better. It's opportunities are plenty, especially in this part of the world, and we can control.
Okay. Now we would like to know more about José Diego Manzanera. What goes behind that brilliant mind of yours? And we're going to ask you a couple of probably deep questions.
Ready to go?
Okay. And this is what we call the innate, with number 8 and IN in the beginning, rapid fire questions. So give me your take And then later tell me what's the most important out of these 8 words to you. Family.
Everything. It's the only people who will always be there for you. Doesn't matter if you succeed or you fail, they will always be there for you.
Health.
If you don't have health, you cannot do anything. So you have to pay special attention to physical and mental health if you really want to perform in your business.
Money.
It's an instrument only. It's an instrument, and money for me means freedom.
Okay. What about wealth?
Wealth is a blessing, but it's a responsibility as well. You can use wealth in many ways. You can use wealth to help others, to support others, to feed others, to train others. Or you can use wealth in only selfish way, which is only for you and for you and for you. So I think wealth comes with a responsibility, and you must be responsible of this wealth.
What about work?
Work is my passion. I love what I do. So I go happy to the office, which is, I think it's very important. So
Absolutely, yeah.
Work, it's something makes me feel alive.
What about relationships?
We are social humans. We need relations. We need to be related to people. So relationships are crucial.
And what about community?
Community give us the feel and the sense of belonging. We are part of the community. Everywhere we go, we are part of this community now with the Inners. We are part of the community in our neighborhood. We are part of the community in our city, in our country. So again, I would say I want to include the word responsibility. We are getting so many things from our communities, and we need to give back to our communities as well.
Wonderful perspective. And that brings me to the 8th word in this group of innate values. What about the environment?
Environment, it's something that I'm personally involved in some activities, mainly those related to oceans. And it's funny because sometimes I go on my weekends for a walk on the beach and I see the people throwing plastics and bottles to the sea. And I end up my pleasant walking day collecting the trash and throwing to the garbage. And it's terrible. It's terrible because we have a beautiful nature, a beautiful coastline and sea. And when I see this kind of behavior, really makes me angry. So I hope the people will understand that we have only one planet. As the people say, there's no planet B. So let's protect what we have. Let's care what we have for us and for our families.
Absolutely. There is no planet B. We love our planet E.
Yeah.
And now we come to more relaxed part where we get a little bit more personal, and we call it your favor 8 as number 8. So we'll start with something a bit tricky. What is your favorite dish?
If it is this kind of private question, I would be happy because I'm very private person. So I try to keep everything, my private life private.
Don't tell us about your secret recipe then.
But it's about my dish, of course. And as Spanish, I'm a big fan of seafood paella. This will be my dish. But I love Japanese food, Italian food, Arabic food. So I'm a foodie, and everything related to food I'm in. Mm-hmm. So, but I have to choose only one. will be seafood paella.
Are you a good cook?
I'm a good eater. I eat better than I cook. I can do something, but I eat better than I cook, definitely.
Can I steal that answer and use it for myself when they ask me?
Please.
I will do that.
Go ahead.
Okay. What is your favorite band, artist, musician?
Many, but if I will gonna choose Coldplay.
Okay.
And U2. This is the kind of music you will find in my office.
And can I ask you about favorite songs?
Many. Pride
Okay.
from U2. Paradise from Coldplay. And so many. Yellow, Clocks.
Okay.
So many.
Very uplifting music.
Definitely,
So,
yeah.
To know.
Put me in a good mood.
They do put everyone in a good mood. Okay. What's your favorite movie?
Movie, Rocky. It's a guy who came from down, who started from scratch, who is a fighter by nature, and who never give up.
Okay. So it reminds you of someone when you look in the mirror, I guess.
Definitely.
It happened to be one of my favorite movies growing up. So yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Rocky. Question number 4. What's your favorite TV series?
There are several, let's say, Suits,
Yeah.
Succession,
Okay.
La Casa de Papel,
Yes.
Narcos. There's so many good series nowadays.
What's your favorite book?
I'm a bookaholic,
Okay.
so I can tell you many. But if I have to choose one that really helped me, this one will be Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman.
It's a great book indeed. How did it help you? In what ways?
To understand that we are more emotional than rational, to understand myself better, to understand others, to understand humans in a better way, and how we behave, how we react to different situations. At the end of the day, those that we provide services, we deal with people, we need to understand people. And this is something I try to do. When I realized and I understood that it's important for me to understand humans, because I deal with humans every single day, I started buying books related to psychology or neuroscience, and this particular one is one of my favorite ones.
It is great indeed. And I would like to follow up on that with a book on rationality by the great Robert Greene, which is called The Laws of Human Nature. It's a wonderful read, and it's a great learning that has a lot of applicable knowledge.
Robert Greene, for all of us that we are interested in this topic, is one of our gurus.
He is.
I have almost all his books at home, and I read and reread again because it's a continuous source of knowledge.
Absolutely. And every time you read them, there is something new in them. Indeed. Question number 6. What's your favorite animal?
Lion.
Okay.
It's a royal animal. It's powerful and really inspire me.
Okay.
So this is the animal I have on the screen on my phone.
Okay. Interesting. It's very empowering as well.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Who is your role model?
Without any doubt, my mother. She is my role model. She is the one who taught me to be resilient. So she's my inspiration.
I'm lost for words. Bless her and bless your family.
Thank you so much, Ali. Bless yours as well.
Thank you. What's your favorite city?
Well, besides Dubai or Abu Dhabi, which is cities I fell in love many years ago, I would say Madrid. Still Madrid, still Spain is in my heart.
Why?
It's the childhood memories. It's another vibrant city, another non-sleeping city. It's a city that is welcoming everyone, no matter where you come from. And it's very similar to Dubai in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
A welcoming city.
So out of your travels, because I know you've traveled most of the world, what are the other cities that made an impact on you?
Well, London. The first time when I visited London was when I was 14.
Okay.
So imagine coming from a small city called Murcia in the southeast of Spain to a very international city like London. So I like London. I like New York.
Okay.
And of course, many cities in Spain. And you know, as a Spanish national, you are as well.
So I am.
That there is beautiful cities all across Spain, from San Sebastian to Malaga.
Absolutely. My heart is in Spain. I love Spain. It's my third home. Dubai is my home, and my hometown is Aleppo, Syria, as you know. So I have some surprise questions for you. What do you have left on your bucket list?
In terms of?
Things to do, goals to achieve.
Many. Personally, traveling more, discovering more cities, more countries, more people, more cultures, which is something I love. And professionally, the sky's the limit. There is so many things to do. I want to keep growing in other geographies, in other markets as well. We're planning to open another office in the US. And we already have 2 offices in Dubai, one in Lahore in Pakistan, one in Riyadh in Saudi. But I want presence mainly in each city, main city in the GCC for Gulf Business Consulting and abroad. And this is something that motivates me a lot, and I will not stop until I see Gulf Business Consulting in each country in the Middle East, first, and second in each country in the world.
Wow. Congratulations on your achievements again, and best of luck with your future endeavors. And I'm confident that you will achieve your goals. Any regrets?
To spend more time with my family. There is a high price you have to pay sometimes to reach your goals. And sometimes it's against your own family, against being more time or spending more time with your own family, on friends or the people you love.
What are the achievements that you're most proud of?
It's not the material things.
Okay.
It's my family, it's my daughters, it's my friends, it's the people that God puts in my life. That's my biggest achievement.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
And your daughters should be very proud of having a dad like you.
I hope.
Bless them, bless your family, and best of luck on your future endeavors. Thank you very much, Jose Diego Manzanera, for taking the time and being here with us, being part of the Inners community, and for supporting all of what we stand for here.
Thank you so much, Ali, for the opportunity. It was a real pleasure, and I hope to see you again soon.
I cannot wait to have you in the future for more inspiring stories, and probably we'll make the next one in Spanish.
Definitely, will be my pleasure.
De acuerdo.
Un placer.
Gracias.
De nada.
Hello, Inners community. Hope you enjoyed this session. We'd like to know your comments and thoughts. Most importantly, please do share the episodes and the micro content. The purpose of this podcast is to exchange experiences and share knowledge and raise awareness. So be part of the change, create your waves, let the ripple effect reach to everyone, where all of good action comes full circle. And please do remember to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and I'll see you next session.